All right. Well, so one of the consistent joys of being here at City College is working with some amazing, awesome people. And so I want to chat with a few of those and they can talk about what they're gotten up to in the time since City College. So today, talk with Dorothy Gay. So what have you been up to now? What are you up to now? How did you get there?
Well, where I am right now, after a few years of independently consulting with financial and financial tech institutions, is doing basically credit risk technology for the credit desk at a major US investment bank. So, what we do right now is we work on the infrastructure that helps to value the different credit risk products and send that data downstream for the credit desk to use. So credit is particularly interesting because it is one of the fastest growing products that's being traded right now. It's a big money maker for financial institutions. It is also something that piques my quantitatively inclined interests.
So sort of what got your interest or how did you figure that out while you were a student here?
So my background was in engineering first. So I did a lot of math and a lot of, I would say, like, honestly, it was more in physics. And so I liked solving problems that made sense to me, like problems where if you didn't necessarily have the underlying knowledge, but you had a way of approaching a problem in a way that could work, that you could apply that and get the right answer. So different ways to go about accomplishing the same ask. And I think, to be entirely honest, econometrics was great for that because I got to utilize some of my interest in statistics with combining that with things that I was more interested in to solve problems that I defined for myself, which I think opened the door for consulting because you can choose your own contracts, you can interview for different problems to solve, basically, and then you're on contract to solve that problem and then go. You can always choose to go internal if at the end of your contract term that's an offer that's made to you and you like what you're doing. But something that I valued in consulting was being able to solve many different problems, all of the same sort. So I particularly like to solve things that didn't require a whole lot of underlying knowledge, but maybe it was something that took a while for the financial institution to approach in a certain way, or it just needed a new face or something like that. And so I appreciated that. So in this contract, I took it exclusively because I liked the boss that interviewed me, and it happened to be something that I actually really like to do.
Yeah, people are important, right? I mean, in the longer term, yeah. So do you have any advice for current students?
Let me think. Yes, always have audacity because when you are going for something that is highly competitive and you cannot compare to the person who knows the most in the room, the next best thing is showing promise, and it is showing that you are willing to learn what you don't already know. So putting the ego on hold and saying, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. And I say that exclusively during my interviews, usually. I don't know what I'm doing, but I want to learn, and I want to learn from you. And the mentality that even if you're in a place, say you get the greatest first job ever, you don't think I made it. You think I'm going to continue learning. I'm going to continue to attach myself to the mentors who are themselves going further in their careers so that you then can, by attaching to them, also go further in your career while building meaningful personal and work relationships, I think is very valuable. I think the relationships that you build by learning from people and the trust that people put in you with the knowledge that they've taught you is very important. And those relationships can last a lifetime. And that's something that I did learn through City College, through my relationship, obviously, with you, and as well as my relationship with other professors that I'm still in constant communication with. Those qualities carried on into the professional workplace. And I definitely think that that's something that I will value for the rest of my life. And so if I could give one line of advice to somebody who's a current student at City College, it is always appreciate what you know, but appreciate more what you can learn and from whom.
Good advice. Thank you. So I think that's a good place to